chapter 1 of Kings, 1 Kings, chapter 14, verse 24. There were also male shrine prostitutes in the land. The people engage in all the detestable practices of the nations the Lord had driven out before the Israelites. Now, this refers to the Canaanite fertility practices that were introduced by King Rehoboam, son of Solomon, and these practices lasted throughout much of the reign of the kings, aside from a few kings like, what's his name? Not Jonah, but one of those guys. But anyways, freaking names sort of like that. But anyways, now what is this cult prostitution? Sometimes it involved children that were taken as the spoils of war, and it required young women or young men to be its prostitutes, to work in these temples as prostitutes. And, there's the statues, which are, these fertility gods. Some of them were phallic statues, some of them were, sexually suggestive statues of men and women, and nothing against sex magic in particular, but if it's involving human trafficking or, any type of human trafficking, then it's fucked up. So basically, Josiah, that was the king. He was one of the ones that were signaling reform. And so, what do we have? Why else was, this practice detested by the old prophets and by, it was believed not to be very Jewish, not to be, practices forbade by Yahweh. To be practices forbade by Yahweh. And basically it crossed this line of depravity, and it seemed, and they, didn't want to sacralize what was depraved acts to them. And of course, we can always say human trafficked victims, any sex with them is depraved.